Happy morning, student. In today's lecture, we will obtain the expression for energy of an electron in Bohr orbit. Then second expression is expression for wavelength of series of spectral lines. Then definition of excitation energy, ionization energy and binding energy. And lastly, we will discuss the energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. First, we will obtain the energy of an electron in Bohr orbit. According to the Bohr postulate, electron revolve in a circular orbit round the nucleus. As the electron is in the motion, it has the two energy, kinetic energy as well as the potential energy. Therefore, total energy is equal to the kinetic energy plus potential energy. Therefore, we can write down E is equal to the Ke means kinetic energy plus Pe. Say equation number 1. Then according to the Bohr first postulate, what is the mathematical expression? Me Vn square upon Rn is equal to the 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn square. Okay, this equation can be written as Me Vn square is equal to the 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Ze square upon Rn, where Me is mass of electron, Vn is the velocity of orbit of electron, epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space, Z is the number of electrons, okay. Then E is the charge on electrons, Rn is the radius of the orbit in nth orbit, okay, radius of the electron in nth orbit. Therefore, multiply this equation by the 1/2. Therefore, 1/2 Me Vn square is equal to the 1 upon 8 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn. Therefore, what is the 1/2 mv square? It is kinetic energy. Therefore, kinetic energy is equal to the 1/2 1 upon 8 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn. This is the kinetic energy of electron. Say next equation number 2. Then what is the potential energy? Potential energy of electron is equal to the minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn. This is the equation number 3. This equation gives the potential energy of electron and it is the negative. Therefore, potential energy of the electron is given by this equation minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn. Then put this substitution in equation number 1. Therefore, E is equal to the, what is the kinetic energy? 1 upon 8 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn. Okay, therefore, E is equal to the common term 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn 1/2 in first bracket, because 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is common. Okay, therefore remaining is 1/2 minus 1. Okay, therefore next step, E is equal to the one upon, this is 1/2 minus 1 is minus 1/2. Therefore this becomes minus 1 upon 8 pi epsilon naught Ze square upon Rn with this negative sign. Then what is the Rn? Rn is the radius of the orbit. Okay, therefore put the value of Rn is equal to the epsilon naught n square s square upon pi me. Rn is equal to the epsilon naught n square s square upon pi me square z square into the E square. Okay, therefore put this substitution here. Therefore E is equal to the minus 1 upon 8 pi epsilon naught Z E square upon Rn is epsilon naught n square s square upon pi me square z square into the E square. Okay, therefore this pi get cancelled with this pi. Okay, then what is remaining then? This is epsilon square n square h square. Therefore E is equal to the minus me raised to 4 into the z square upon, okay, because this is E square, this is E square. Therefore me into e raised to 4 into the z square upon 8 epsilon 0 square n square h square equal to the minus me e raised to 4 z square 8 epsilon 0 square n square h square. Then what is this negative sign? Negative sign indicates that electron is bound inside the atom. Electron is bound inside the atom. Then for the first orbit n is equal to the 1. Then it gives the energy of a ground state. That orbit is called as a ground state. Okay, then if we put the value of me, E, then epsilon naught, then h, we get En is equal to the minus 13.6 electron volt into the Z. Okay, well, if we put Z is equal to the 1 for hydrogen atom, Z is equal to the 1 for hydrogen atom, then we get En is equal to the minus 13.6 electron volt upon n square. Therefore, this equation represents that as the number of orbit increases, energy of that orbit also increases. This is the important point. Okay, as the number of orbit increases, the energy of that orbit also increases. Okay, because here is En is equal to the minus 13.6 upon n square into the electron volt. Okay, this energy is in the electron volt, and this is the equation of energy of electron in Bohr orbit. This is important point, because for the the first orbit which has the minimum energy is called as a ground state of the orbit, an orbit with higher values of n, and therefore the higher values of energies is called as a excited state of the atom. Orbit with higher values of n and therefore higher values of energy is called as a excitation state or excited state of the atom. This is again the important point, because from this equation we can say that as the number of orbit increases, the energy of the orbit also increases. Okay, you can calculate the energy of second orbit, energy of the fourth orbit, energy of the again last orbit also. Okay, now see this. If n is equal to 1, for n is equal to 1, here I am writing here, if n is equal to the 1, then we get E1 is equal to the minus 13.6 electron volt. Then E2 is equal to the minus 13.6 upon 4. You can calculate this. Okay. Similarly, E3 is equal to the minus 13.6 upon 3 square is equal to the 9. Therefore, minus 13.6 upon 9. You can calculate this. This is the energy of the third orbit. Okay. Now, let us calculate the wavelength of a series of spectral line. Wavelength of series of spectral lines. Then according to the third postulate, the electron can jump from the orbit of higher energy level to the orbit of lower energy level, then it radiates the energy. This energy radiated is equal to the photon energy, and which is equal to the difference between the energies of the two orbits. Therefore, mathematically it is written as h nu is equal to the En minus Ep. This is the equation of Bohr third postulate, where h is the Planck's constant, nu is the frequency of radiation. Okay, and En is the energy of the electron in nth orbit, means higher orbit, and Ep is the energy of the electron in pth orbit, means lower orbit. Okay, then you know the value of En, therefore h nu is equal to the En ची value put up करायची minus me e raised to 4 into z square upon 8 epsilon square n square h square. Minus minus, this becomes plus me e raised to 4 z square upon 8 epsilon naught square p square into h square. Here is n is replaced by here p, because p is the lower orbit. Therefore, h nu is equal to the minus me plus e raised to 4 z square upon 8 epsilon naught square h square is constant. In first bracket it is 1 upon p square minus 1 upon n square. Okay, this h nu is c upon lambda, where c is the velocity of light and lambda is the wavelength. Okay, is equal to the me e raised to 4 z square upon 8 epsilon naught square h square in bracket 1 upon p square minus 1 upon n square. Okay, therefore 1 upon lambda is equal to the me e raised to 4 z square upon 8 epsilon naught square into this is h cube into c in bracket 1 upon p square minus 1 upon n square. Okay, then see this, all these terms are constant. Me mass of electron, epsilon naught square is the permittivity of a free space, h is the Planck's constant and c is the velocity of light. Okay, all these are constant and it is represented by or it is replaced by the another constant called as a Rayburn constant RH for hydrogen atom. Constant, and its value is equal to the me e raised to 4 upon 8 epsilon naught square h cube into c. Okay, therefore we get here 1 upon lambda is equal to the RH 1 upon p square minus 1 upon n square. Here we get the another expression for wavelength of series of spectral line, where p is the energy of the electron in pth orbit means inner orbit and n is the outer orbit. Okay, RH is nothing but a Rayburn constant for hydrogen atom and its value, if you calculate this, put all this constant, you get the value is 1.097 into 10 raised to 7 meter inverse. Okay, this is the standard value of a Rayburn constant and this formula is also known as Rayburn formula. In your textbook, this formula is called as a Rayburn formula. Therefore, the origin of spectral lines, the spectral lines is originated due to the transition of electron from different outer orbit to the fixed inner orbit. From this equation, we can say that the series of spectral lines in hydrogen atom is originated due to the transition of electron from different outer orbit to the fixed inner orbit. Okay, this is the cause of origin of spectral lines. Okay, this formula is called as a Rayburn formula and this is the important formula for wavelength of series of spectral lines. Okay, because we have to see next point is the energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. We have drawn the energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. In this diagram, horizontal lines represent the different energy levels for different orbit and vertical lines represent the transition of a different outer orbit to a fixed inner orbit. Okay, this is the energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. Then what is the excitation energy? Excitation energy is defined as the energy required to take an electron from ground state to the excited state is called as a excitation energy. जर आपल्याला ग्राउंड स्टेट पासून इलेक्ट्रॉन हा जर दुसऱ्या ऑर्बिटला आणायचा असेल तर we have to necessary some energy is given to that electron. That energy is called as a excitation energy. Therefore, energy required to take an electron from ground state to the excited state is called as a excitation energy. ओके. आता इलेक्ट्रॉन जर एक्साइटेड स्टेटला आल्यानंतर तो जास्त वेळ तिथे राहू शकत नाही, तो परत काय येणार आहे, ग्राउंड स्टेटला येणार आहे. ओके. देन ionization energy. What is the ionization energy? To take out the electron in the ground state from hydrogen atom, we have to supply the plus 13.6 electron energy to this. It is called as a ionization energy, and it is the binding energy of electron. Therefore, binding energy of electron is defined as it is the minimum energy required to make it free from the nucleus. That energy is called as a binding energy. की बाइंडिंग एनर्जी ही अतिशय मिनिमम एनर्जी असते की त्यापासून काय होतंय तर हा इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियसपासून काय होतोय, फ्री होतोय आहे, आणि दॅट एनर्जी इज कॉल्ड ॲज ए बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. देअरफॉर व्हॉट इज द आयोनायझेशन एनर्जी? आयोनायझेशन एनर्जी इज नथिंग बट ए टू टेक आउट द इलेक्ट्रॉन इन द ग्राउंड स्टेट फ्रॉम हायड्रोजन ॲटम. वी हॅव टू सप्लाय द एनर्जी प्लस 13.6 to it. This energy is called as a ionization energy, and binding energy is the minimum energy required to make it free from the nucleus. Okay, then what is the series limit? Okay, then first we say the different series consist of diagram, energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. First series is the Lehman series. For Lehman series, n is always equal to the 1, and E1 is equal to the minus 13.6 electron volt. Next series is the Balmer series. Balmer series, n is equal to 2. Okay, and next Pachan series. Next is nothing but a bracket series. Next is nothing but a Fund series. You should know which are the values of n for different series. Okay, for Lehman series, Balmer series, Pachan series, and bracket and the Fund series, because we have to use this formula of Lehman series. If you have to calculate the wavelength of Lehman series, in that case, what is the value of P? P is equal to the, of course, 1, and n is equal to the 2 for Lehman series. Okay. Similarly, for Balmer series, P is equal to what? 2, n is equal to the 3. Pachan series, P is equal to 3, n is equal to the 4, 5, dash, dash. Then for bracket series, P is equal to 4, n is equal to the 5, 6, dash, dash, dash. For Fund series, P is equal to the 5, then n is equal to the 6, 7, dash, dash, dash. Okay. Then this Lehman series observed in the ultraviolet region. Okay. Then Balmer series is observed in the visible region. Pachan series is observed in the infrared region. Bracket series is observed near infrared region, and Fund series is observed far infrared region. Therefore, this diagram is very important. Energy level diagram for hydrogen atom. You should know which are the series consist of the Lehman series, which are the values of N and P for particular series. Okay, let us stop here.